Bonjour, je m'appelle Professeur Esther. Merci de me joindre. Aujourd'hui, je vais partager comment vous pouvez apprendre la langue française très pratiquement et facilement. C'est parti. Good day, my name is Teacher Esther. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be sharing how you can learn the French language easily and practically. Let's go. So first and foremost, let's start with the basics, which is the French grammar and vocabulary. The basis or foundation of any given language is the grammar and vocabulary. Once you have a firm grasp of French grammar and vocabulary, you can thereby build on it. Okay, it's just like building a house. You don't start with the roof or the ceiling or the decking. You start with having a very firm grip or grasp of the foundation. So having a firm grasp of grammar and vocabulary is the first thing to do. 2. Immerse yourself as much as possible with the French language. There are 4 basic domains. We have the listening, we have the speaking, writing, and the reading. Now, in an Anglophone environment, the speaking might often be a challenge, but it's not a barrier. You can get someone who already has an idea or knows the French language, communicate with the person as often as possible, get a pen pal, someone you can chat with frequently. This will aid and build confidence in your speaking. Now for listening, I highly recommend TV5 Monde Edu. It has videos where you can learn, listen to French language. This would aid you to get acquainted with the native French speaking, the accent, and how fast they speak. For reading, I highly recommend Oli short stories by Oli Richards. Short stories for beginners by Oli Richards, highly recommended. There's a part for vocabulary, for grammar. This is it's very helpful. And then the dictionaries online, but I still highly recommend hard copy dictionaries. I have my companion here, Le Plus Petit Larousse. It's quite portable yet very useful. It's French to French. However, if you're just starting as a beginner, I highly recommend French to English. We have Cassell's French to English. However, as you progress in the language, it's highly recommended to use the French to French dictionary because this would help to expand your vocabulary. And we have Larousse synonyms. So for every word you check up, it has the synonyms and it has the explanation. It's highly recommended. And the last but not least, the cheval, la conjugation pour tous. This is like the French Bible. I mean, it has tons of verbs and how they can be conjugated. We have the présent indicatif, futur simple, futur proche, le passé composé, l'imparfait. I mean, all the verb tenses are here. So it's just for you to look up the verb and see how it's going to be conjugated and how you can use it appropriately. The last point I would like to talk about is consistency. No matter how many resources you have or you use, if you're not consistent, it's not going to be very productive. So be consistent as much as possible. Be committed to spend between 10 to 20 minutes daily with the French language. And above all, one of the greatest resources that have been so helpful to me is Practice Makes Perfect. Complete all-in-one French. It has vocabulary, it has reading, it has grammar, everything you need to have a very firm grasp of the language is in that book. You can get it online, or if you can possibly get a hard copy, better still. So I'm going to term all these steps, I'm going to term them SIC. I formed them as an acronym, SIC. Start with the basics, French, grammar, and vocabulary. Immerse yourself as possible with the language. And third, consistency. Be consistent as much as possible. Now, with all this, the sky can only be your starting point. So, until see you next time, thanks once again for joining me. On se verra. À bientôt. Au revoir.